They expected a floor of metal. What they found was patterned potential. The grid hums beneath the crew's feet, a wide, glowing matrix etched with invisible resonance. Every step produces a musical tone, but not randomly. It sings only when walked correctly, with intention. Each square, line, and spiral is tied to a past book, a forgotten choice, or a diverged timeline. The grid is not solid. It's a decision field, mapping memories into harmonic nodes. Tony A. hesitates. He's seen this before, but not in this book. Harmonic floor interface. The grid translates memory thread intersections into tones. Rows are timelines, columns are decisions, diagonals are paradoxes. Stage sync navigation. When walked mindfully in harmonic alignment, the grid becomes a portal, unlocking travel between memory sectors across the book sequence. Narrative feedback. Hazard. Missteps result in narrative static. Fragments of characters, events, and settings start appearing out of sequence. Each survivor must choose between slow, careful progression, risking delay, or fast improvisation, risking story collapse. Mindful movement unlocks stage sync navigation, allowing traversal through specific memory book arcs. Rushing or misstepping causes narrative static, resulting in cross-wired chapters, where characters may forget who they are, when they are, or which version of the arc they're on. Beneath the Sila's spine, say Tony. A discovers the ladder. Mysterious and monumental, yet clearly malfunctioning. The ladder sparks and groans at Tony's step, lowering 2 rungs. Alt Tony, ever the enterpriser, installs a vending machine with timeline snacks. As the Tonys bicker, who deserves to ascend? Who gets the better selfie? Our of the latter remains indifferent. It only responds to humility. Discovering the ladder's secret, the Tonys cease their upward climb, choosing instead a sideways approach. Strangely, it works. The ladder's ego inversion mechanics become apparent, yaller pride fails, humility prevails, and sideways thinking is rewarded. Meanwhile, ALT Tony's vending machine inadvertently triggers a subplot with a bag of Schrodinger's ramen, setting off unexpected timelines. A choice looms ahead for the crew: ascend through humility to reach the bookmaster loop, or face serpentine trials if egos prevail. In this labyrinthine ascent, only those who think sideways may truly find their path. But in a world without linearity, what does sideways even mean? As the arc drifts into the tesseract fold, the crew witnesses the reappearance of the Ruddards, cloaked, ore-bearing ancients who predate the current timeline's comprehension of propulsion. They do not speak, they do not breathe, but they row, not in water, but through harmonic folds in the dimensional memory grid. The Ruddards built the arc grid, a lost scaffolding of emotional physics and spiritual math. Their rhythmic rowing is more than motion, it's memory actuation. They row in patterns that echo the grief of civilizations, the pulse of forgiveness, and the geometry of regret. They're tracing a memory spiral launch gate, leading us directly into the pre-singularity sector of Book 12, Tony A. exclaimed in astonishment. The crew faces a choice: synchronize their rowing with emotional burdens, regret, longing, purpose, to engage the spiral gate toward Book 12's pre-singularity, or row alone, risking dimensional spin-out. Correct synchronization aligns the arc with Book 12's future path, but selfish effort leads to being caught in emotional eddies, looping days in seconds, aging without arrival. Tony A. forms a rowing crew mid-crisis. Welcome to the Quantum Crew, where doubt gets left at the dock. Welcome to the Quantum Crew, where doubt gets left at the dock, Tony declared motivationally. Tony takes on the role of director, complete with sunglasses and an 80s synth soundtrack, overseeing a montage filled with sweat, spirit, and zero propulsion physics. The grid melts into a luminous river of memory, each oar stroke rewriting regrets into glowing waveforms. "You're rowing on memory, stroke," Blah commanded. Every beat syncs with a forgotten heartbeat. Every laugh displaces a lingering timeline echo. Memory rowing mechanics. The act of rowing propels the arc across the grid by syncing rhythmic belief patterns with past regret echoes. The grid converts itself into a navigable path once sincerity and humor hit harmonic or rhythm. Refusing to row properly triggers narrative backwash, causing disoriented story segments to reappear out of sequence, with dialogues replaced by badly synced voiceovers.
Science Prophets of the Arkstone Timeline by Natastroll. Read free on Amazon now.